Welcome to this brief reading. This is actually a reading I did earlier today for someone who was asking about their business, and they'd been working really hard on it. They're skilled with it, they're talented, but their results aren't paying off right now, and they're feeling really very discouraged about things. And so take what resonates, okay? Take what resonates. Don't pay attention or look for anything that doesn't resonate in this reading, because this is a reading for a person on a specific question. But tarot always, stick around anyways, tarot always has really wonderful, deep wisdom to offer, even in a general, universal sense, if it's done well. So here we go. In the past position for this person, we've got the Ten of Swords here. And that's definitely, they're feeling at the end of their rope. They're wondering, what do they have to do? Are they on the right track? And they feel it's like a rock bottom kind of feeling, just desolate and almost desolate about it. And obviously that's why they came to this reading. The present, this is the present right now, the present question with the Magician or the Magus in this deck, the Magician. So they want to know, do they really have what it takes? Do they have the skills? Do they have the resources? Do they have the knowing or the knowledge or the everything that they need? Do they have what it takes, in other words? And this is a resounding yes. They have what it takes with this Magician card. I'm going to hold each card up just a bit, just so you can get that's the Magician card and the Magus. And then the future outlook, the Chariot. Okay, so the Chariot is, first of all, it's about drive and determination, using your will to really focus and determination. So in the future, they're going to be really coming to a point where they really need to focus and stay determined and persevere, but also discover what it is that can move them forward. What is it that doesn't move them forward, and what takes them off track, and really use some discernment as well. You can see the gold in the armor, which is an illumination kind of a color that's saying those facts that I just mentioned, those observations and suggestions, as well as with the black and the white characters or creatures that are pulling the Chariot, suggesting bringing together of opposing forces. There are so many cross currents in our lives pulling in different directions, and we need to harness those forces into a single direction, which can be very challenging. And it's not only our will. Notice he's sitting in a lotus position with a wheel, which is suggesting he's connecting with not just what he wants, but with what the totality wants, you could say. Okay, and the best approach to this situation is the Eight of Cups. In this deck it's called Indolence. I tend to ignore the words for the most part. So we've got Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is, and you see the dark colors, it's really feeling a crisis in faith, a crisis of really just everything, feeling like everything's a failure. And it's reiterating really the first card that I mentioned, the Ten of Swords, feeling at rock bottom in the past situation. And this is the best approach. So how is that the best approach? Well, it's all about what it does is when we reach these crises, this is about letting go, learning to pull back ego, personal ego, and what the ways that we're trying to control things, and just finally bring in the fresh waters, the fresh air, the fresh waters in this case, of just letting life happen, letting things happen. Sometimes that's the best approach, is just to let things happen. So for this person, they just need to learn to pull back their ego somewhat and let things happen. That is the best approach, because some of the waters, you could say, in their psyche or their soul have grown somewhat stagnant. Old beliefs, old models of doing things, old ways of doing things, and they probably weren't conscious of this. These kinds of things can go very unnoticed until the universe comes and hits us on the side of the head. But we don't have to get to that point. That's one great thing about tarot, is it can show you these things happening before it gets too far, if you're willing to be honest with yourself and self-correct. So we've got the Eight of Cups here saying it's got a lot of light in there as well in the background. Through the darkness you can see it. So it's just letting life happen. And that's such a freeing feeling, and the fresh waters will come in. So that's the best approach for this person. The attitudes of others, we've got here the Emperor. And the Emperor is stability, authority, leadership, structure, ambition, discipline, accomplishment. So, and the orange, you see all the orange colors in here of creativity and vibrancy. So this card is, as well, it is associated with the astrology sign Aries, which is new beginnings. It's the spring, right? But we don't have to get into the seasons with this or timing. We're not talking about that. But the attitudes of others. So others are seeing this person as somebody who is accomplished, who is trustworthy, who's got a strong drive, a strong masculine energy. And by that I don't mean, again, when I talk about masculine and feminine in these kind of contexts of spirituality and tarot and anything associated with that, like astrology or Kabbalah, I don't mean how we perceive or think about or talk about gender in our society. You know, it's not like that. These are pure abstract kind of essences. So people see this person as somebody who has that initiation drive and authority and leadership. They look to this person for that. So that's a good thing too. Okay. The challenges to be faced. Well, here we've got the Nine of Swords. The first card from the past was the Ten of Swords. Here we've got the Nine of Swords. This is typically about being worried, worries. And when you really look at worries, when you have worries, when you really look at them, you can really see, when you really face them, that they're not solving anything. And that's such a cliche, worries don't solve anything. But if you actually take the time to really look at them as they're happening, you'll really see that for yourself. And that's the challenge for this person, is to realize that. Because of course they're in a situation where worries are going to be triggered. You know, they're human, and the situation they're going through is very challenging. So worries are going to come up, but the thing is to not let them overwhelm or overtake or really pull you down. That's the challenge. To use them to grow, to know that you're a spiritual being, and the true abundance and success and substance, you could say, of the universe is living through you as you, and to keep connecting with that. That's the challenge. And the final outcome, this is where we're really happy, because the outcome, excuse me, is a very positive card. Ten of Coins, especially in this question about business, because business is about serving others and being compensated financially for that service or product or whatever. So Ten of Coins is, you can see even the name at the bottom, wealth. So there is some kind of tangible wealth coming at the end of this, once all this stuff is mastered and gone through, and this, it's really a test for this person, a challenge for them to go through. And once they pass through this stuff, it's going to be a new baseline of success, and things will start, the wheel will start spinning in the other way, and they will start to, bottom line, make more money with their business. Okay, so that's that reading. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please follow me or subscribe here on YouTube to stay posted with other content I'm going to be continuing to post. And check out my other videos as well. Check out my description box for how you can work with me, and have a wonderful day wherever you are and whatever day this is on this planet. Thank you.